All right, so welcome everybody to tonight's Zoom presentation. It's Monday, the 6th of July, which means today, very early this morning, South African time, or wherever you are in the world, I don't know what time that was, but we switched over to phase 9. We currently have shares going for $50. Folks, that will be the last time the price changes by $5. I will explain in the slides coming up what the changes are going forward. Unfortunately, I couldn't edit the slides. Well, I did edit the slides, but my edited version for today, the new phase, I'm having network problems and the download is taking very, very long. So I'm not even sure how I can do the Zoom meeting if my connection is that bad that a download document is taking 11 hours to download a 30 megabyte file, which I am trying to condense as well, or compress. But however, it's taking 11 hours to download. I don't know if that's a problem on the software or on the platform that I'm trying to download it from. But nonetheless, folks, we are talking about Aureus Alliance Holdings tonight. And as you can see, I'm color coding myself. I'm trying to keep in touch with what we are talking about, and that's gold. All right, we're building gold-backed ventures. Now, as the name, sorry, I've got something itching in my nose and it's going to make me sneeze. So if I sneeze, I excuse myself. Aureus Alliance Holdings, as it says in the name, Aureus is our name. Alliance means we are building partnerships. And I'm going to show you a video just now on one of the partnerships that's developing that Donovan is in process of building. And then also the name Holdings tells us that we're going to be a company that is going to have many, not just one, but many different ventures underneath it. I can tell you, namely, some of the ventures that are coming is obviously mining being the first. We're going to have property development. We're going to have IT services. We're going to have, there's talks of education. There's talks of healthcare. There's talks of AI services and software and stuff like that. So there's definitely a lot that is still coming, right? And remember, besides that, the company is also building a lot of relationships for awareness and exposure with sporting teams or individuals. We have a youngster that's doing go-karts. I forget his name. It's a very difficult name for me to remember, but he did do well recently. He came second in the world champs for his age group. He did well doing the go-karting. Then we've got the Indian what's it? Legends League 90, which is the legends that play cricket. They potentially will be coming to Johannesburg. I mean, not Johannesburg, sorry, South Africa. The last I heard. Then we've also sponsoring a league called Vadan in India as well. It's almost like action cricket type of thing, indoor cricket with mixed ladies and gents playing. And then we also have more local at the moment in South Africa, where the company is also sponsoring and getting exposure for Miss Teen Universe because we're the main sponsor there. So, folks, the company's definitely putting its name out there to get us more seen so that we can build as a company. Because remember, at the end of the day, if no one knows about us, then that also doesn't help us. So we are giving back to communities like that in the exposure, but at the same time, their business and what they're doing and their company, or should I say their organizations, will also help us gain exposure to a greater audience. All right, so folks, that is basically everything that we are talking about is based on gold because we are mining. That is our core business, which we are starting with very, very soon. I know it was about almost a week ago that Donovan sort of said maybe 2 weeks. So hopefully by the time he comes back, because I think he's extending his visit in Cancun apparently for more business. When he comes back, we probably will get an update and he will then tell us exactly what's happening. I just want to see if normally JP does have access to become co-host, but I just want to see if Donovan is in the house. No, I don't see him yet. Okay, I just thought maybe he'll jump on because he wanted to jump on the Indian Zoom earlier on. Or the Hindi Zoom. I don't see him here now. All right, no problem. Robert, if you see JP or Donovan jump on, just let me know. Just alert me, please, if you can. Because I can't see everyone's name 100% while I'm presenting them. All right, so folks, we are talking about real gold. And obviously, if we mine the real gold, we will sell it and we will get real profits. That is where we get our profits from, and any other ventures that also make us profit. We as shareholders will be sharing in that. All right. So everything that the company is doing is designed to create long-term shareholder value while uplifting communities. Now, that whole phrase says so much. I'm not going to go into deep detail because throughout the presentation, you're going to understand what long-term means and what the value is, and also how we're going to uplift communities. So let's go forward. Right. Right. So folks, what happens when you become a shareholder? You gain, you are offered structured shared ownership in a gold mining venture. You get a CIPC registered share certificate. It is an NFT non-fungible token version. I will explain that later on and how that will work and benefit you going forward later on. But that then tells you and tells everyone else that you are an owner. From the start, this presentation is already making you an owner, because that's what you become. Now, I know personally, nowhere in my life, whenever I joined any company, normal, whether it's a normal job or online or something like this, through hearing from someone else online, did I ever get the opportunity of becoming an owner of a company for as little as what I was able to get in on. Now, folks, right now, even at the current price, if you look at the shares right now in phase 9, compared to what the value actually is of your shares, you're coming in at a huge discount. And even that, Vivian, if you have a question, I will take questions and answers after the presentation. Unless you want to type, if it's a technical issue, then Robert will help you with an answer in the chat. You can just chat, all right? So I do see your hand up, Vivian. I will take questions and answers later, all right? So folks, I know to start any business of my own, there is so much red tape that you have to get through that it can actually cost you way more than the price of $50 right now to actually start your own business, to get the same kind of return in a shorter time as what we are potentially going to get our returns. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just trying to put the realistic, I don't want to say expectations, but I know if I put that same amount of money into something for myself, I would have had to work a lot harder, because I'm not a master of all, I'm not a master of all trades. So I can't be the marketer, the salesman, the product developer, the logistics person, the HR person, I can go through the list and I don't want to bore you, but you know what I'm trying to get to. You cannot do everything. You understand, when you have your own business. So over here, you are lucky, because what you're doing is you're buying ownership into the company. And I don't want to call it lazy money, but you literally are a lazy silent partner, because all you have to do is sit back and enjoy the dividends when they are due. That's the simplicity of this. So each share represents participation in the company's long-term mining, and I will explain long-term later, mining operations and profit distribution, because like I said, whenever the company makes profits, you will be eligible to share in it. All right. So how are we going to do this? Well, folks, we already can see, and I will show the video again just now, we do have a wash plant on the land. We're just waiting for EMA and EIA to give us the go ahead to be able to start mining, so that we can put our plant into production. It will be powered by renewables. They will ensure clean, sustainable mining. Remember, we are not doing any blast mining, chemical mining, pit mining, strip mining, pit mining, whatever you want to call all those dangerous types of mining. We are being eco-friendly. Where there's trees, we don't want to damage the trees. We just digging around it, working around it, and we will, once we're done with the land, rehabilitate it and restore it to a viable and natural state. And just to let you know, everything that we do, every production that we do will be transparently reported to shareholders on the dashboard. Right. So, folks, what is it that we're buying into? Well, right now, we have a mining site. And I just want to alert you to a few things. because this page does not give you, I don't want to say it's lying. Don't get me wrong. I just want to tell you that here is only a tip of the iceberg. We all know the iceberg story. The iceberg only sticks out 1/9 of the iceberg. The other 8 parts are underneath. So let's talk about what we're not seeing and understand that we have a much bigger picture here. So when we look at the iceberg on this slide, remember that there's a lot more to it that you don't even realize. And maybe we haven't realized that, but I just want to alert you to it tonight. So let's hear me out here. We have a 250 hectare greenfield site in Kadoma. Now, greenfield means it's never been touched before. And there's a lot of other land in and around where we currently have our site. There is other land available as well that Donovan and the team have looked at and they are looking at. All right. So it has never been touched. If you look at the videos, we drove on a really, really bad piece of road to get to our mining site. There is no cell phone reception there. There's no electricity there. We had to dig our own boreholes for water. So, folks, it is literally untouched. So when they say there's gold there, you must imagine no one has even touched the gold. So we literally are sitting on a greenfield site containing a minimum, and this is the important part here. Listen to this tip of the iceberg. 2,160 kilograms, 2.16 tons of placer gold in the top 80 centimeters is what was tested in a geotechnical assessment report done by Mr. William Moyse on the 8th of November 2020. That was when he did that report. So, folks, the tests showed that there is gold on the land. But let me tell you, we aren't only going to go 80 centimeters down. We are going to go much deeper than that. All right. We are allowed to go almost 10 times deeper than what it's been tested and more. All right, in places. So, folks, just to look at that, if that 80 centimeters is even just the 10% of what we can do, think what the other 90% is holding of value of gold in the land. So you're literally buying into something that's worth a lot more than what it's even showing you on this presentation. I just thought I had to say that. I'm not saying the company is lying. Please don't get me wrong. It's just they want to show us the tests just showed that they tested for that first top 80 centimeters, and that already shows that there's potential in the land because we know we can go deeper. So, folks, the wash plant will be going live soon. As I said, we're just waiting for the sign-off from EMA and EIA, and then hopefully by the end of this year, we will also have the other 10 more wash plants going live, and then that will hopefully give us production of 3.5 tons annually by June 2027. Now, we also want to try and get another 20 wash plants on the land by the end of next year, which means we will come up to 30 wash plants by the end of 2027. All right. And that will hopefully get us to that first milestone. Now, folks, just to let you know, this scenario, I don't have my church laptop up next to me that normally gives me the price of gold, and my phone is also not getting reception. So I think it is a network problem in our area because everything is slow on my side. That's why I say I'm actually surprised that I'm on Zoom. Let me just see if I can get the gold price because it has been hovering around the 130. Yeah, it's 133,000, almost 134,000 at the moment per kilogram. So it's almost the same as this example. So if we take the example and our production model into account, remember JP works this out according to the machinery, how many hours a day, what capacity it takes and all of that. So there's a whole scenario that he works out to get to the production model and the estimation. But just to let you know, it's an estimation because things can still change. All right. So we're only working on gold, but I can tell you in the Kadoma area, there's not just gold, there's platinum and there's a high concentration of chrome as well. So it just depends on when the refineries get our material and they refine it, they might just find that we have other stuff as well when they process it. All right, so folks, just to let you know, all production projections are based on modeled production. All right, scenarios, like I said, derived from known placer deposits. Remember, we have been told that they know that there's approximately so much in the land. So that's what we are giving you an estimation on. All right. Moving forward. So how are dividends explained? Or let me explain dividends. All right. So let me first explain how dividends are created. Like I did say, we are in an area where there are multiple minerals that are quite rich in the land, right? So I'm going to talk top right. If you look there, how dividends are created. Gold or any other minerals are mined. They are processed and then sold for revenue. We will be selling it to Fidelity refineries. They are government owned, and that's what our license says we are allowed to do, or through them. So they will then sell it. And then once they give us the money for that, then expenses are paid. All right. Once the expenses are paid, whatever profit remains, that will then be divided amongst all 1.4 million shareholders. All right. Nothing comes from selling new shares. Remember, folks, right now, yes, shares are being sold in the company, but that is not the thing that determines dividends. Dividends have to come, and I'm going to go to the top right, top left now. Dividends are payments from company profits, which means mining has to happen. All right. They are only paid when profit is available. So mining had to happen. They had to sell whatever came out of the land. Profits had to be made after the expenses were paid. And then once that profit is there, then we can share in it. So if we earn profit, shareholders will share in it. All right. So let me explain how dividends are paid or when they are paid. Remember, they are linked to production milestones, like I said. So right now, we haven't started mining yet. So when we are between 0, like we are now, and 49 tons per annum, all right, that means we will get paid 4 times a year, or quarterly as we call it. That will be January, April, July, and October. I like to call it J Joe for short. So if you can just remember, very simple, J Joe, you can put it in your diaries or wherever, and you can say, okay, normally my boss gives me a 13th check if I'm lucky, or a bonus or whatever. But you know what? 4 times a year, I'm going to get something, a little bit extra. J Joe, just put it down for yourself. All right. Then once, and that will take approximately, according to JP as well, I was pretty much in line with his thoughts, 4 to 5 years it will take us to get through the quarterly production, right? Then when we get between 5 to 8 years, we should then get to the 50 to 99 tons milestone. That will then pay us twice a year, or like I like to call it, April and October. AO, it's off to the shop. I'm going to change it tonight. Off to the shop I go. I'm going to spend money like it's nobody's business. And I know if all of you know who I'm talking about, just put up your hand and put a name next to it, because there's someone that loves to say that. Whenever she goes and she taps it, whenever she goes and pays, she just said she's spending money like no one's business. I've already told you it's her, so you know who I'm talking about. More than likely, there's only one person that's making so much money to go and spend like nobody's business. But yes, AO, it's off to the shop I go. So I think we'll all be doing that. We'll be on the beaches of the world. I'll just steal someone else's saying because I just love that as well. Folks, then about 9 to 10 years down the line, the company will hopefully have expanded to 100 tons or more per annum. Then we will be getting paid in April only. That's once a year. And that will be obviously a nice big lump sum type of amount as a dividend. And that will be how it works. All right. So those are the 4, or should I say the 3 different milestones that we are targeting. And like I said, that's a long-term vision. So folks, when you purchase shares, the money that you put into the company needs to work for 3 months before you get your first dividend. All right. So just to give you an example, if you look at the bottom right, if you were to buy in April, you would not qualify for July dividends, which would be the next dividend month. No, you've got to wait until October, because you've got to wait the first 3 months before you can get your dividends. All right. And then your cycle obviously continues like normal. You would get paid every year, not just once or one cycle. You'll get paid every year while you are the shareholder and while you're alive and you own the share certificate. You get paid when dividends are due. All right. So your cycle will then continue. You get paid October, January, April, July, October, January, April. So it carries on. All right. So how dividends grow, just to let you know, this is a big thing because one of the things that determines the dividends is the price of gold. Clearly, that is one of the determination. But the other thing that determines our dividends is production. Now, production comes down to how we expand as well. So as the company grows, profits can increase. Why? Because production increases when we have more machineries. So the bigger profits mean bigger dividend pool, and over time, dividends per share can become higher. So in most cases, a lot of people look at the calculator on the site, or they look at projections and they say, but hello, why are the dividends getting higher and higher from year to year? Well, I'm sure I used the term lazy money just now. I'm sure you wouldn't mind if, even if you are lazy, I don't want to call you lazy. Don't get me wrong. I'm not calling you lazy. I'm just saying this is a lazy method. Or if I can use Warren Buffett's saying, if you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. So I'm just using that philosophy. We can earn sleeping money, if I could put it that way. Thank you, Kamal. I think you understand it very, very well. So folks, you can put your money to work for you, and you don't have to work hard. All right. So that is what we're talking about here. But while your money is working for you and the company is expanding and growing, year to year to year, eventually your dividends are going to grow and increase as the company. I mean, how beautiful is that? I don't have to worry about marketing. I don't have to worry about much. If I want to introduce people, yes, that's a different side of the business, but I really don't have to do that as a shareholder. But I will still get the increase on my dividends from year to year as the company increases. I mean, wow. That's just a mind-blowing thing to me. Like I said, never before have I ever been offered something like that. I'm not a financial advisor, as I said, but that to me is huge. That is huge because I know how many businesses have I tried to put my all into it. Everything I've got, I've tried to put into it, and I didn't send back. However, over here, they're literally disrupting this. They're disrupting it totally. Everything that I'm used to having to do to earn money is like they're telling me, no, just buy your shares. You don't have to go and buy it again. You don't have to renew the license. You don't have to buy a membership. You don't have to pay for software. None of that. We are not like that. All you do is pay once off for your share or shares if you're buying more than one, and you can buy multiple times. You are allowed to make multiple purchases, but remember, every time you buy shares, it has its own 3-month waiting period. So just remember that also when you buy multiple shares at multiple instances. All right. So folks, that is the beauty of it. You just have to buy your shares and you will still be earning dividends when they are due to you. That's it. Simple as that. That's a shareholder. All right. I hope I was loud and clear enough there because, sure, that's big. Folks, like I said, benefits of becoming a shareholder. So I just need to take a sip quickly. I do apologize, guys. I have had a very bad throat over the weekend. I actually had no voice yesterday when I woke up, so I'm surprised I can actually speak to you. So lifetime dividends is the first thing, folks. Like I said, this company is coming and disrupting a lot of stuff that I previously knew about, any online business or anything that was being offered to me. First of all, we all know, let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. You know that saying of mine so many times, I've said it already. I don't like to beat around the bush. I really don't. If you're going to speak to me, I'd like you to be straightforward, and this is me being straightforward. So many other opportunities out there, and I'm not bad-mouthing any. Don't get me wrong, okay? They offer you the world because that's, you know, how many times we heard, this is the next best thing. This is the next best thing. Just to know 3 months, 6 months, a year down the line, they're gone. Because somehow they just never thought of sustainability. But however, if you look at this, first of all, let's be honest. What is gold? Something that we know has been around even longer than a lot of us. I don't think anyone here is older than gold. That's first of all. Second of all, we are sitting on a virgin piece of land, which means when they tested for gold and the gold is there, it's there to be taken out. Which means as long as we can mine it, we will share in the dividends. So it's there. And then because of that, the company will earn profits and benefit from that and expand once it starts being profitable. So folks, the company has a bigger vision. I will explain the bigger vision later. I'm not going to jump the gun right now, but this means we are entitled and we are going to be entitled to lifetime dividends. Why? Because number two, you are earning real equity ownership. You are buying into a company where you get a shared certificate, like I said, NFT, non-fungible token. I will explain it just now. And that will benefit you. I will show you, as I'll explain later as well, how that is. But that means you are registered as a shareholder of the company. All right. It goes on the CIPC registry and it says you own so much percentage of the company in the form of so many shares. And like I said, we have par value shares. You can do a Google search for yourself and see what the difference between non-par value and par value shares are. All right. I did say I will do a video on that, but it's not going to be tonight. All right. It's not going to be tonight. I just need to do my own little bit of research about that. I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I want to make sure I understand it as well. But JP understands it. He did explain it the other night in another meeting with other people and another business meeting that we had, where he sort of explained why we have par value and not non-par value. But you can go and do your own little bit of research and find out, because I know it involves, if you look at the difference between the two, one involves stock exchanges and the other one involves what we're doing as a private company. All right. Folks, that being said, as well, as I said, when we grow, we're going to have long-term asset growth. Obviously, the more machinery we buy and we put on the land, it means that we are earning in the profits from that asset growth, whether it means land that we acquire, whether it means machinery that we acquire, yellow machinery that we acquire, mining machinery, or any other piece of land, for instance, for property development or healthcare, or wherever we're going to go into ventures as well. So wherever we have asset growth, we are going to benefit from that. And then, folks, control of your shares, just to let you know, once this is going to only come into effect, sorry, something is scratching in my eye and I can't see my screen. Once we are finished with phase 19 and all 1.4 million shares are sold out, then only will we have the transfer window and the selling marketplace available. Now, I know Robert has been in the office and they have been working on the marketplace. He did say he's seen it being developed, so he knows that they are working on it. So thank you for giving that feedback, Robert. So the marketplace will be going live once we hit the 19 phases done and all shares are sold. So the team is working in the background on the usability later on of things that they're going to introduce. All right. So folks, only comes into effect once all of that. So you have three options at that stage. You can hold your shares and continue earning your dividends when they are due. You can transfer if you want to. So let's say I want to transfer shares to my brother because my brother never had a chance to buy shares and now all the shares are gone in at phase 19. And I say, okay, I've got 200 shares. Let me give my brother 100 shares. Then I will be able to transfer the shares to him. Or if I have a total stranger that really wants to become a shareholder, and they say, oh, I missed this opportunity when you guys had it at $5, $10, whatever, all those days. But I see how valuable the company is. I see what you guys are earning. Paul, can I buy 100 shares from you? I can sell them if I want to on the marketplace. At that stage, nothing less than $1,000 per share. So that is how that is. And then, folks, number 5, shareholder benefits. Most of us know already, when you join the business, you would have been added to a global shareholder group. That is where Aureus will share information, for instance, like Zoom meetings or any, like now when I mentioned the meet and greet and stuff like that, where you will be part of that to just understand what is going on in the company that you may need to know of. And that normally is only said in our shareholder groups so that those that have bought shares will be privileged to hear about things that non-shareholders wouldn't hear about. All right, folks, number 6, just to be clear again, you earn dividends because you own shares. That's it. Nothing more than that. You don't have to do anything else. You buy your shares and you can sit back and you can just receive dividends when they are due. All right. You do not need to refer anyone. You do not need to join the affiliate program. You do not need to participate in sales. That is a different side of the business that can be done if you are willing to do it. It's not that we are forcing you to do it, but we do know, I know personally, and I'm speaking from my personal experience here. I'm not forcing you, like I said, to do anything. If you had a normal job, or should I say business, because now we are business partners, let's speak in that sense. If you had a normal business, whether it's a garden service, whether it's a vegetable shop, whether it's a supermarket, or whether it's a printing shop, whether it's a hardware store, whatever it is that you may be doing, if you are the business owner of that, surely you're going to do something to put your name and your business out there. Maybe it is in the beginning when you started that business, you had to get business partners on board as well, because maybe you weren't the one to finance it all alone. So it's very similar over here. We are getting people on board to become business partners in a sense with us. When they do that, we are enabling the business to then expand greater and faster. And when that happens, the quicker we can get that done, the quicker we will earn our bigger and greater dividends. So it's just beneficial to those of us that are able to and capable of and have the desire to see success for the company and for ourselves to be able to do that. So remember, your dividends come from your shares, not referrals. But when you do bring people into the business as business partners, you obviously will benefit in it. And like I said, we do have quite a lot of winners of the Gold Digger competition online tonight. And I just want to congratulate all those that did feature on the top 50. Well done for your efforts, for allowing the company to grow with more business partners and shareholders on board. Because at the end of the day, those shareholders that come in are enabling the company to put more wash plants out there. And that then enables us to get the production up to a point where we can expand greater and do things more for the company. All right, folks. One of those things that we will be doing is building eco-friendly world smart villages for the community where we will be mining. Because, like I said, there are no schools, there are no roads, there are no electricity, there's no cell phone reception, there's no running water there. So those communities literally are struggling to really, I won't say survive, but to be productive, if I can put it that way, because they don't have a lot of things that maybe we are used to, you know, in our cities and villages that we stay in South Africa. So, or wherever else in the world you are. Sorry, I forget that I'm speaking to global people. Yeah, I'm speaking as a South African because I can only speak of us. I'm not sure what circumstances are like in Suriname or Canada or India or Burkina Faso, wherever else you're dialing in from. So please excuse me if I don't mention your country and your circumstances there if I'm not aware of it. I can only speak more from my own personal experience in my own country. So I do apologize if I offend you by not speaking of your country if I'm not aware of it. But folks, there are a lot of stories where there are other countries as well where things are underdeveloped. And this is just one of those things where we're using that Richard Branson philosophy. He always looks after his employees first. Then his employees are happy to work. When they're happy to work, they help the customer or the client get a better service or product, whatever it is that Virgin is doing. When Virgin then makes money, then Richard Branson sits at the top and he says, okay, I'm going to send another space expedition to the space, or I'm going to do another out-of-world experience of some sort. He always comes up with weird and wacky ideas. And just to let you know, guys, ladies, gents, there I say guys again, sorry. Richard Branson was a school dropout, but he's a billionaire. I just thought I'd put it out there. So even if you feel like you cannot change your life around, this might just be your ticket, because maybe you are not educated. Maybe you are finding it difficult to find a job. Remember, we do not require a CV here. There are so many people that are unemployed. There are so many people struggling to find work. There are so many people that are literally, they don't know how to get from where they're staying to a job. They just don't have that. But as long as you have connection of the internet and data and you have a phone, you can do this wherever you want. and you are able to become a business partner. I just thought I'd put that out there, because while we're talking about empowering this community, you can empower yourself as well to be part of that community in a bigger picture. So folks, when we are helping these villagers come together, we are going to be providing jobs, food, clean water, clean energy, clinics, and schools. Because I can tell you now, the days that I was in Zimbabwe, the 2 days that we drove to and from the site, there were hundreds and hundreds of kids walking to and from school every day. I kid you not. It was kilometers on kilometers of kids walking. I don't want to lie. I don't even want to guess how many kilometers that was, because it took us a long time to get from Harare to the site. So just about the whole way, we saw kids walking all over. So yes, we want to make sure that we have these schools and clinics and all of that closer to the community, which just means we're uplifting them. When we uplift them, they will do what they need to do to be productive for us. When they do that, they will look after us. So we're actually being sustainable. Each share supports healthcare, education, and sustainable development. Not just for them locally, but for us as a community, a greater community, Aureus community as well. All right. So our mission is to uplift communities across Africa. But that being said, they will uplift all of us across the world. So it's not just about mining gold. It's about building up the greater, bigger community. If you look at not just that small part, but the bigger part that will affect as well. Christo B, I will take questions or answer any questions later. If it's a technical thing, just send the message to Robert in the chat and he'll answer you. Right. I do see your hand up, Christo B. Just make note of your question and I'll answer it later after the presentation. All right. So folks, I'm going to play a video quickly, 2 videos. I want to play for you quickly, one after the other. The first one, because I know a lot of you are wanting to know what is it that we're talking about because you haven't seen it yet. So I'm just going to play quickly.
Right. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, all the way from Dodoma, Zimbabwe. You can see there in the back is the 100-ton per hour plant. This is on our site. There behind the cars is our campsites. You can see there in the distance is our other smaller plants. Right. So we are here. This is live. We're going to take a little drive down the road here and show everybody what progress we have made. I'm going to hand it over quickly to our CEO, Mr. Donovan.
Thank you, JP. Good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in whichever part of the world. Just happy to be on site again after some time, and there's been huge progress, as you guys would see as we go along.
This small little camp, which has now become a big camp, and it will become bigger and bigger as we are growing. And this is the beauty, the beast, our 100-ton per hour plant, the one everybody's been waiting for. This machine will be producing 1 kilogram of gold on a daily basis. We got our grizzly bars up there on the top. You can't see much, but basically the tailings will be fed into there. You can see there's the grid. Okay, and that will separate the rocks from the sediment down, gravel into the trommel. And this is on site, people. This is in Zimbabwe. And there's our CEO back.
Okay, guys, sorry, we lost connection there. I'm back now. So yeah, like I was saying, pretty excited with what we're seeing here. As I was about to mention, you guys should also be excited because this belongs to you. You are the shareholder.
Yeah, most definitely.
You own the ground that we stand on. You own that plant in front of you. So it's a matter of time before we start hard operations. But as you can see, soft operations has been going on regardless of challenges that we faced, regardless of any delays we had. But lots of work has been happening in the background. So if you had to watch today's live Zoom, later tonight. And compared to the past videos that we shared in the recent weeks, you would see week on week progress being made. So we're happy to show what we have here today. I'm so impressed myself with the machine just being on site. So I'm going to hand it over back to Paul to continue with his part of it.
But folks, I'm standing here with this 100-ton per hour wash plant next to me. I feel so small, like a grain of gold, but that is what we're here for.
So this will generate 1 kilogram of gold per day. Okay. So it will process the sediment, which means we need 10,000 kilograms, 10 tons for this machine to run at full capacity. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And we're going to go on a little trip now. So to give you an indication, to understand what we're actually doing, here at the bottom, okay, I'll get there now, right about here. This is where we usually have to walk over there to get to the area. And this here in front is where this green grass usually is because of the amount of water. You can see we built a little bridge here. Okay. And yeah, it's not there anymore because the grass, the water has gone, which is good. Good for us. Okay, the more the water disappears here, the quicker we can actually start processing in this section, which we want to do. Why? Because on every single bend, as I've explained, on the river bends, that's where the most amount of gold will be captured. So yeah, it's a massive difference. I mean, here's a boom gate in the middle of the bush. Yeah. Right, so there you can see there's the little bit of dam. I've walked this side every single time. That's one of the water sources we have, but we have drilled boreholes. There's our we've got 4 boreholes, which we will show as well. Okay, so you can see is the fencing. And we'll walk to the first borehole. Okay, the second one, sorry. Paul correcting me here. We needed the borehole, so we got water. Why do we need water, everyone? Because it's wash plants. Okay, so you can see it's been closed off here. And there is basically the pit that everybody's seen in our update videos. And there's our excavator up there. It's hot. People, it's hot. Paul, don't fall in the trench. Okay, so here's another pit. Over there, that is our third borehole. Okay. Over to you, Watson.
Right. The fencing, as you can see, that's where we opened up to. But it stretches a further 100 meters that side.
And 800 meters.
About 800 meters. So our total area that we're going to open up and start working now is probably 1 square kilometer.
We're still in the beginning. Now, right. So you've seen the wash plant on the land. You've seen the fencing. You've seen the pits. You've even seen the trees that we're still protecting, which makes us eco-friendly. Right? We're working around. We're following protocol of our EAA and EMA, which is vitally important. They will not allow us to mine if we don't. Everybody that asks, can they take it away if we don't follow protocol? Yes. As long as we do what we're saying we're doing and we stick to our values, we will always be able to mine and process this land. And yes, we have 100% access to everything here. Okay, so we have accomplished a lot, and we could not have accomplished this without every single shareholder that is backing Aureus. Remember, I've said this before and I'm saying this again. Do not think as a share as an investment. This is ownership in the company. You are a small owner or large owner, depending on the amount of shares, but still an owner, still have a right for dividends from this land. And we're only in the beginning. We cannot do this without your support. And we will not stop. We will never stop. We will keep pushing until all 1.4 million shares is sold out, which will be no later than July 2027.
Man, but guys, seeing this land, honestly, seeing this land develop like this, knowing that when they showed us picture, it was just a little bit of a green field, and yes, they were walking, there was nothing there. You can see the work that's been done. 5 different locations where they've been digging. One is a settling section, but there's 4 trenches, all of them about 100 meters odd, where they've taken the burden off, then they've taken pay dirt out. So as we walk into this pile here now, the first piles on this side of the trench, closest to us, is the pay dirt. On the other side, at the back, is the burden that was taken off first. So they're separating it so that they don't get, because it's easier for the trucks to access this side than have to go around and fetch it there. So this is all pay dirt here. Pay dirt here. So literally, I'm going to hold gold now. Hold gold. Gold in my hands. Sorry, I'm wasting it now, but there it is. It's in my hands. My feet next to me, but this is also yours.
Okay, cool.
All right, so folks, just before I move on, I just want to mention, we all have noticed that Donovan has been away in Cancun, Mexico, and this is what he's been working on. There's a synergy between Aureus and Bankus that is happening, and this is just a video to showcase what has been happening and the launch of one of Bankus's offices. But just hear what is going on here, because this is part of what Neil Andrews, our CIO, and Donovan James, our CEO, have been away on business trip for. You'll see in this video what they're explaining. All right.
Hey guys, Donovan James here, Aureus, here with Alejandro, CEO of Bankus. Very privileged to have the honor of cutting the ribbon alongside Alejandro. This is the new head office of Bankus. So yeah, let's do this. Let's cut this ribbon, let's go in. Let's go together. Super proud moment. Well done.
Thank you, Donovan.
Congratulations.
We're starting this by having this second office here in Mexico City, which is also going to be where everybody that saw what Aureus is doing in Cancun will come and be able to talk more about everything. And we're going to jump in and do some questions and answers to try to figure out what's the best way to explain this incredible thing that you guys are doing.
Absolutely. So one other important thing that we need to put out is that this is now going to be Aureus's office as well. Yes. So we're going to be working out of Bankus's head office. So this will be our satellite office here in Mexico. Also proud to announce that we have our very first high-level meeting this evening at 6 p.m. With some guys. We'll keep you guys updated on that day. But for now, let us go through and then we're going to start with the formalities on the inside with the presentation. So guys, we're here at this is actually the main office. The office that we were at is now named the head office, but it's more for administrative purposes. This is where we have it. So what we're going to show you here is SLM, which is a different division to...
Perfect timing. Mauricio, come here. I will introduce you. Mauricio is our partner, takes care of all the everything crazy he does.
Donovan, good to meet you. See you. Okay. So SLM is actually the tech partner to Bankers. It's a division of Bankers. Let us show you what they're really actually all about. Bankers is just one division, one part. Come, walk with us.
So everything is very secure, and what you're going to see here is actually where all your funds from. This is one of the high-level guys that work with us. All of them are working directly with bankers. Here's the office of bankers and SLM, which is the part of our company that takes care of cybersecurity, including our own cybersecurity. They also do the cloud service for the biggest companies in the world, Microsoft, and all of them.
Do you hear that, guys? SLM does cloud service and outsources to Oracle, Microsoft, and a few other companies.
In this part, you see most of the people are taking care of all the logistics of selling of the cards. They take a lot of detail on, let's say, what's the name of regulations. All the regulations. People here are taking care of everything that has to be done is done in the way that Visa, MasterCard, or the government that regulates us wants. So it's very, very secure all the way. And what we have accomplished is a lot of services that you guys are going to see in the next few days. And as you see there on the big screen, there's what we show most of what we do.
Guys, this is going to blow your mind.
Here's one of our conference rooms. These are some of the cards that we have around. We have to other people. This is one of our, this is the CEO of SLM that takes care of all our cybersecurity. And this are terminals that we've been talking about, decentralized terminals. People pay with cards. They get their money directly into their USDT wallets. And this is a launch several years ago called Localcoin. So no more PDFs. PDFs is something from the past. This is reality. We can show any project here, several languages for people to understand, any part of the project.
So we're basically going to be ordering a few of these for our office purposes, and we'll have our presentation files loaded onto this lying around in our office.
Yes.
So.
This is a few conference offices. Here's where we do some of the hardware, like the terminals.
Can we take a look?
Yeah. This is the toy store for big boys.
It looks like JP's suitcase.
Yes. And here in the back.
So this is probably like the innovation hub.
Yes.
There's a lot of testing patterns and a lot of design.
Especially for the new financial stuff we're doing with OS, and I'll show you the phone now that I just got. And here's we have a third office downtown where we can do all the customer service. So we're moving all of that here. There's all actually office customer service. So now we're regarding logistics of selling of the cards, customer service, and all of that. So that's it. This is actually our main office actually.
You want to have a look at the view?
With a great view.
So can we change our setup instead of using that as
Yes.
our office? Can we use this as
Yes.
office?
And it's a lot bigger, so you
Yeah,
get a lot better. But we have both offices. That is more than administration. We just got it, so still a lot to do on the branding of that office. A lot of the things that we had here, we moved to Cancun for the event, so they're coming back next week. But yeah, this is the second office. One office is around 3 minutes from the other one, so very close.
Stunning. Look at these views, guys. So can you see? Aureus is getting into bed with big guys, not just anybody, but
Now,
big
now
guys.
you guys have two offices in Mexico.
And now we have two offices.
Thank
That's
you guys, appreciate it. Appreciate the time for the tour.
Is this the Visa or American? Get me? So guys, I'm paying with Aureus card. You guys wanna see that? Oh, hang on. That's my personal card. I'm not using my personal funds. We're here on official business, so I gotta use the company card. Right? Company card.
All right, folks, how does that look and how does that give you confidence in the company now? Seeing what's on the land and then also seeing where our CEO is building alliances. So does that speak to Aureus Alliance Holdings or does it speak to Aureus Alliance Holdings? Could I say it any better than that? Folks, there is first-hand proof. 2 videos, not just a presentation, not just documents with words on it. There is literal proof of what has been happening in, like I said, the iceberg, the 8 parts under the water that you're not noticing or seeing is behind the scenes. So folks, we are building the company together. All right. So I just want to move through these slides quickly. So folks, like I said, the company is looking at a long-term, just give me 2 seconds. Just want to take something off my screen here. The company is looking at a long-term vision of doing or getting a 6,000 hectares of mineral-rich land across Africa by 2035. Now, I can tell you that there's a second area in Zimbabwe called Mutare, and the company is looking at approximately 1,900 hectares that are available there, potentially. Then there's other areas in other countries like Ghana, Uganda, Burkina Faso, and Nigeria. So the company would like to have 6,000 hectares, and like I said, by 2035 of mineral-rich land. Now, every year that we do that we're in business, we want to try and have 20 new wash plants going live and launching every year, which then scale us to the 100 tons annually eventually within the next 9 to 10 years. Each plant is going to be built for sustainable and scalable gold production. All right. Folks, we are currently in phase 9. Like I said, I couldn't do the updated presentation today due to it not downloading. So I do apologize. I just have to admit this number over here and this number over here are not right. I can just read you the latest. We are in phase 9. So this is supposed to be 9. And the amount of shares we have available is 763,799. Yeah, sorry, at $50 each. All right, so this information here, I just couldn't update it in time. the document didn't want to download before the presentation. I apologize. So we are currently releasing 1.4 million shares across 19 phases. So currently in phase 9, and we introduced another 50,000 shares on top of what previously was not sold. Now, just to let you know, if you're South African, you can pay via your bank account through doing a bank transfer. If you are not with FNB, you might just have to do an immediate transfer. But if you are with FNB, the company has an account, it will show as an immediate transfer. That's fine. If not, and you are from international or want to use cryptocurrency, you can buy using USDT on the Polygon, Ethereum, Tron, and Binance network. All right. And like I said, when you do that, you will get a NFT, non-fungible token share certificate eventually, once you've also completed your KYC. All right. Moving on. When you do purchase into the company, the money goes to different sectors of the company. Namely, 35% will go to Aureus, which takes care of putting up mining and anything to do with mining. That is Donovan's department. Then 25% goes to Sun. That is JP's department. That does everything to do with the software, the website, the presentations, the marketing materials, and everything to do with that. Then 10% goes to Ubuntu Helping Hands Foundation. That is a combination of JP and Donovan together, building the eco-friendly world smart villages and anything to do with corporate social responsibility. So like I said, they get 10%. All right. And then affiliate commission and gold diggers both get 15% as well. All right. That I will explain on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, 8:30, if you want to know more about the affiliate program and how that works, then please join us on Wednesday. All right. So folks, like I said, I can't update this slide, but we are now in phase 9. We are in phase 9 and we are selling 50 shares at $50. And like I said, we have 763,799 shares. So disregard this line over here because it's already happened. So we are here now. We are here now, right? So next month, on the 6th of August, the price will jump to $100 per share. So right now we're sitting at 50, but next month it's going to jump by 50 to $100. And they will add another 50,000 shares. That is on the 6th of August. On the 6th of September, the next phase change, it's going to jump by $100. So that $100 now on the 6th of August, on the 6th of September is going to become $200. So folks, just be aware of these two changes. And then going forward, 6th of October, going on, it will carry on increasing by that $100 right until we reach phase 19. All right. Folks, like I said, when you become a shareholder in the beginning, up until 50 tons, we will be earning quarterly. That is dividends from profits mined once mining operations begin. All right. And then shares will be sellable, and only after that, all 1.4 shares, let me say that again. After all 1.4 million shares are sold, and that hopefully will be no later than July 2027. And then this is the part I want to just explain to you guys on the NFT share certificate. So NFT stands for non-fungible token. It's a digital version of a certificate that is on the blockchain. Now, the reason for this is so that the company can track the ownership of the shares, and for future references, if you were to sell your shares, you would be labeled as the original shareholder. And because of that, you will always receive a 5% share sale commission. So let's say I have shares and I sell them to Robert. When I sell them to Robert, I would get the money plus I would get my 5%. All right. Then when Robert sells it, I would get 5% again, even though he's the owner at that time. I would get 5% from the sale of those shares because I was the original shareholder. If Robert sold it to that person and then that person went and sold it again, I would still get 5% of that sale, depending on what they sell it for then. So I will always receive the share sale commission once you are the original shareholder. So that is a benefit built into this as well. And that's why we have NFT, non-fungible digital share certificates that can be tracked, that allow ownership tracking to take place for future trading on the marketplace. All right, so folks, just want to try and get something here. That is my presentation, and I just want to tell you one thing. Like I said, I know I've given my age away many times, and I know most of you probably already know how old I am. I'm not shy to say it, but at the same time, I'm not proud to say I'm that old and know that up until now, I've been wasting my time. I'm going to be straight. I don't want to be a bullet that strays off the target. I want to be straight. And right now, I'm aiming for that target because I'm tired of being pushed around by the wind. I'm tired of being influenced by this and by that. I just want to go straight to the target, which is up there where I belong, because the bottom is overcrowded. Because, folks, I'm tired. I don't know how you feel. I don't know how you see life and how you've looked at life, but I'm not saying bosses are bad. Don't get me wrong. There are industries where they look after employees and they pay you well and they give you time off and they respect you. But in general, I do know a lot of us find ourselves in a situation where the job actually owns us more than what our family owns us. And we miss opportunities with our family, or we miss milestones of seeing our daughter take their first step, or our son take his first or score his first soccer goal. Whatever it is, you might just miss those moments that you will never see again. And, you know, to them it's important, but because you weren't there, you just break some relationships that hopefully, well, we all say we do things for our family. And I know deep down inside me, I grew up without my father for the first 10 years of my life. I was told he was dead. And when I eventually did meet my father, it was like a shock. I went to him, but he just wasn't the person that I really expected at the time, because there was 10 years of a void in my life that I never knew who he was and he never knew who I was. So there was always like trying to make up for lost time, but at the same time, am I accepted? Am I not accepted? And all of that. So folks, I just want to say, I don't want the same for my children. First of all, of losing who I am to them. Secondly, of the lack of time that I can spend with them, knowing how important it is for a child to feel loved and cared by their parent. Because I know there are a lot of dysfunctional families, and that's a harsh reality. It is happening. But I do believe that Aureus is giving it back to us. Aureus is giving us ownership, not just of being in Aureus as an owner, but ownership of our lives back. Because I know, like I said, Warren Buffett's scenario, if you can earn money while you sleep, you know the story. I don't have to go further than that. So if there's a way that you can learn to make money work for you, as opposed to you working for money, trading your time. Because remember, the one thing we cannot get back ever in our life is time. You can always make more money. You can always get more possessions. If someone steals a car from you, you can buy one tomorrow if you got enough money to buy one. But you can never, ever get time back. And if you really want to value your family and you say you are there doing things for them, then what's the point of doing things for them, but you can't experience them at the same time as doing things for them? So folks, my feeling about Aureus is it's allowing us, it's a vehicle that can take us to what I call Freedom Valley. All right, Freedom Valley. And it's at the top of a mountain. So I'm going to see you at the top where you belong, because the bottom is overcrowded. All right, so I know there were some people with some questions. They had their hands up just now. So if you want to ask a question, just put up your hand and then I'll unmute you. You can just unmute, raise your hand, and then I will unmute you if you have a question or a comment or an answer or a concern or a testimony, or you just want to say hello. Like I know someone is going to say hello. She's just taking some Dutch courage, but I know she's going to say hello just now. All right. Lukisto. Whoa. Lukisto, yes, unmute yourself. Lukisto. You can speak.
Evening.
Good evening, Lukisto. How are you?
Good.
Cannot complain. How can we help you, my friend?
I would like to know, like, in terms of political demographics, like looking at the challenges, because it looks like the mine is located in Zim, right?
Yes.
Yes. Whether the cons and pros and cons like that one would really look at in terms of the risk, because I had had a chance in other mines where I had tried to put so much funds to, like, as an investor or a financier, but however it didn't go as well as I anticipated. However, I do really look at this as a great opportunity, especially with the offer of first time buyer, $50 per market share, and in future, for the foreseeable future, if you happen to sell your shares, you still benefit the 50%, the 5% from each and every buyer.
Okay. Yeah, look, I think you're still misunderstanding the whole scenario, but yes, you're partially correct there. Remember, our share certificates are coming out, and it says that we have par value shares of $1,000. So even when you buy it now for $50, it's actually at a value of $1,000. However, the dashboard, when you purchase right now in phase 9, it's going to show you the value of 50. But just that's one thing you have to disregard on the website, is the value of the shares according to the current value that the sale of the shares are going for. The actual value is $1,000 per share. So whatever you're buying right now, even though it's $50, it's actually valued at $1,000 per share. So look at that for future reference. Yes, when you sell your shares, if you ever do that, Lukisto, further going on, or whenever those shares are sold, whenever that transaction happens, you will always receive a 5% commission on whatever the price is that gets charged at the time. That is a future thing. However, remember, as a shareholder, while you own the shares still without selling them, you will still be entitled to your dividends when there are profits. Now, you mentioned trying to join other mines and other opportunities on the marketplace or whatever you mentioned to there. Remember, we are a private company selling ownership. So I don't know how those mines, when you try to become an investor, remember, you're not an investor here. You are a owner. You're becoming a shareholder. It's not an investment, because we are not giving financial advice or financial products. We don't need an FSC license or an FSP. We don't need an FSP number, because we are not giving financial things away or doing financial products. However, we are a registered company, and that's why we have a CIPC registration document, because we are registered in South Africa. But in Kadoma, we are adhering to their mining rules and regulations as set out by EMA and EIA, and that's why we are waiting for them to sign us off. Secondly, just to let you know, on the legal side and the governmental side of things in Zimbabwe, just recently, before Donovan left for Mexico, Mr. Philip Chabata, you can go and Google it. He is the advisor to the Zimbabwean president. We actually met him in Zimbabwe. He had a meeting with JP and Donovan when we were there. And then he still came to South Africa as well the week later and met them here in our office in Durban, La Lucia. So he is in conversation with us. So we are tying up all the ends that need to be tied up for us to be able to mine and do things correctly. And as Donovan said, and JP said in that video that I played just now, we need to adhere to their regulations, because if we don't and they take the land away from us, then what does that benefit us as shareholders and as a company? Because we would hate to have this valuable land just taken away from us because we're breaking a rule here, or we're not adhering to this, or we're not listening to this regulation on the land. So, Lukisto, I hope that answers your question. Remember, we will never be selling shares on the JSE for now. But I do know at a later stage, there may just be the chance of us being listed somewhere else. I cannot give full on information on that yet. But there were talks of potentially listing somewhere else. But that's at a much later stage, once the company is a lot bigger for now. But in the beginning, we are not going to be listed on the stock exchange until all shares are sold. So just to let you know, please don't ask, why are we not on JSE? If you're not on JSE, I don't trust you. Folks, not every business has to be on the JSE to be successful or to get off the ground. So we are not going to be listed on the JSE because we are not selling par value shares. We are selling par value shares. You can go do your own research on that. All right. I hope that answers your question there. Okay. Anyone else with a question? Yes, Nkajio. I'm not going to try and say that name. I'll just ask you to unmute and you can say hello and speak to us.
Hi, I am Suplora, but I log in the other phone.
Okay, how are you?
Yeah, I am fine. I just have a question for you that I think I'm busy coming read your chart. Did we get paid on July?
Are you asking if the dividends are getting paid in July? No, because remember, mining has not started yet, and it was not able to start before July, and it's already now on the 6th of July, and no mining has started yet. So we are still waiting for EMA and EIA to sign us off, but there is a potential that we will be at least mining so that we can get October dividends paid.
Oh, you mean everybody? The mining doesn't work yet?
No, we have not started mining yet because there were regulations that we had to follow. And just to let you guys know, from the time that we got our original licenses to where we are today, I can tell you that JP mentioned it the other day in a meeting. The bylaws and laws have changed almost 5 times. I wrote it down here when he was talking. 5 times we've had to adopt and adapt to their changes. So when you feel like we're delaying things, it's not always us. It's the fact that they come with a new thing or a new rule or a new regulation, and then we have to adopt and adapt. And that can delay us as well, depending on how long that new process now has to take. So we do apologize, not saying that it's always their fault. Yes, one of the issues that we had was obviously a 4-month delay because of the rainy season that we experienced between December and March. We had a lot of rain on the land that stopped us from moving around as we wanted to. So that already set us back 4 months. And then we had a few now changes that they changed some regulations that we had to take care of. So unfortunately, we were not able to get going in April and get dividends, and we were also not able to get going for July. But we are planning on getting going right in this month at least, so that we can have something coming in October. All right.
Okay, that means everybody can get paid by October.
We are hoping so. We are holding thumbs. So please, if you are a praying person, please put out many prayers that can happen so that they don't stop us anymore. Because I'm telling you, I'm like you. I'm also expecting. Yes, we're all expecting. But I do know, I can tell you this. The team that is there in Zimbabwe, the guys that are working there, that are doing the work for us, they are ready to do the work. They are ready. They are just waiting for the people to tell us, now you can go. And they are going to do their best for all of us. I can tell you that. I've seen them. I've seen their passion. I've seen their determination. They want to mine as well. Why? Because they are not making money while they're sitting there doing nothing. So, folks, it's all of us that are wanting this to happen. So, please, let's just be mindful. They also have families there. They also want to get mining. So, they're doing their best. They are doing their best to get us up to scratch so that those bodies, EMA and EIA, can sign us off, say, okay, here's your certificate, now you can go ahead and do what you need to do. So we hopefully, yes, will get paid in October. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Pleasure. Where are you calling from?
From United States of Minnesota.
Minnesota. All right, great
Yeah.
stuff. Yo, we got the states in the house. Awesome. Thank you for that.
All right.
Thank you. All right, folks. Yes, so you can see we've got people from all over Canada, Suriname, Minnesota. I know Jerome is in the house. Jerome is from Japan. We got Sergio from, I think, Spain. Man, folks, we got people from all over. I just want to check his Sunil in the house. Yes, Sunil, unmute yourself, my friend. Sunil is one of our top leaders in the Hindi community. He also does present the business now and then when Vikas is also not available. But Sunil does awesome work as well with the Hindi community. Sunil, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
Fine, fine. Great, great. So, I would like to congratulate all the 50 top Gold Digger Club members who achieved their place in that particular 50 members. And I can see many people from India, as I predicted last month. The many places you will find a lot of Indian members are there who achieved, who had made their slot in that particular rankings. Okay, and I think the $50 slot, this one phase is very important for everybody, because when we used to see earlier 35, then it will become 40. So 40 to become 45. Okay, 45, but now it is showing the 50 will become 100.
Yes.
And that is very impactful, because everybody will think that, oh, it's going to be double. So it's better to buy right now. So this is very crucial moment, and this is very important phase when everybody would like to have as many shares as possible before it get doubled. Because right now, before this, all these phases, there was an increment of only $5, but now it's a major jump. Correct.
Yes.
And the portfolio also is going to be doubled. So this is very important phase. So we are educating a lot of members and asking them, if you want to go for the shares, whatever portfolio you would like to build as per your pocket, whatever you are it is allowing you, you have to do it right now.
Yes.
And this, because this will also give you the dividend in October and January, where you will get back your entire capital, whichever you have, whatever you have invested. So you have to think only for the 4 months or the maximum 7 to 8 months for return, for getting your entire capital back. So that is the main focus I am putting, and explaining all the prospects. Basically, this is very important.
Yeah, no, thank you for that, Sunil. Folks, the Indian community, they faced a lot of struggles in the beginning. I'm not the one to explain exactly how it worked, but I do know there were a lot of struggles because as a South African company, they had to pay their tax as well as our tax when they were purchasing. So it made it even harder for them, because for the average Indian person or Hindi person, $1 is not easy to get. So for them to pay the price that we were paying, it's already a challenge. Like so many other countries where your currency to the dollar is slightly weaker, if I can put it that way. So you have to maybe have more of your own currency to get a share. So yes, there are a lot of countries that face those challenges, but for now, the Indian community is lucky to have a subsidy office of Aureus set up in India. It has been registered there, so it makes it easier for them to buy through their own country and their legalities and their regulations there. So it made it and has made it a lot easier. And that's also why they have the Finax community as well going there that is assisting them. That community is also, I don't know how many people in total they have in that community, but the Finax platform is helping sell the shares as well. They've committed to try and sell 600,000 shares on our platform through their platform as well. So if they get that right and they are marketing and doing whatever they're doing there with the Phoenix, then we will start seeing a lot of shares being sold by that, and that will assist us as a company grow and improve a lot better as well. All right, thank you for that, Sunil. Thank you for the update from your side from the Hindi community. We just want to say thank you for your continued support. The work that you guys are doing there in India is amazing. Like I said, everywhere in the world we are affected by circumstances and situations, but there are certain people, there are certain individuals that look past those situations and those circumstances. They look at an opportunity and they see it for what it is and the value that it can create and help people with. Then that is what Aureus is doing. Remember, we are global. We are not just here in South Africa or Zimbabwe where we're mining. We are global. Like I said, I don't know everyone's countries, but there we've got Sunil from India. We've got Ian from Canada. We've got Jerome from Japan. We've got Regalia and a few of her team from Suriname. We've got, I think I saw Nashi just now. She's from Ghana. We've got, I don't know if there's anyone from Burkina Faso. I'm not sure. But we've got folks from far and wide. We've got people from all over the world, all over. Let me just see. I missed a name here, but Sergio, I think he said he's from. Sergio, where are you from? Just remind me again, Sergio. Did you say Spain or was it a Spanish country somewhere? Sergio, just let us know.
I'm from Suriname, Paramaribo, South America.
Suriname, okay. So you're also Suriname, okay. All right, thanks, man. Thanks.
Yes.
Folks,
yes.
So we have people from really all around the world. And that being said, remember when you are in a company that is global, how much bigger could it become? Because it just takes one person in a country that can start like a firecracker and it's just going to go and it's going to explode. It's going to go all over the place. And that can happen. So folks, right now, all I want to say is you've heard it from a few people. You want to take your opportunity and you want to run with it. So Neil is very correct in what he's saying. We are no longer playing small. We're going to start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And there we go. I told you she's going to come. We have our one and only. Who's going to say hello to us? Does anyone know? Mrs. Scott, otherwise known as Tabaza.
Good evening, everybody. This is Miss Scott speaking all the way from South Africa. Welcome to all our guests, and I'd just like to send a shout out to all our Aureus family members. Guys, to cut a long story short, you've seen everything that you needed to see this evening through the presentation, the work that's really been done on the ground. I've traced it back 10, 12 years, the foundation that has been laid before we even got here. And, we're still at the beginning. Just one or two things I just want to mention now. This is an opportunity. We all come from communities, right? And the most horrific thing that could ever happen to a community is when you leave it. I don't know where you guys come from or what classes you come from, but I'll just personalize this for a second. I come from a very poor community in Cape Town, South Africa. You see parts of South Africa globally, the nice parts, but some of us come from really, really dark places where dreams go only to die. And so this is my plea for everybody to go back into their communities and sort of close the gap and the vacuum that you left there when you thought you've made it out and you made it out alive, because there's someone still dreaming of a better future. And guys, this is it. this is all of it and then some. In closing, I just want to say that buying shares in Aureus is not just, we can't predict the future, but we are managing the risks of an uncertain future. So go out there and spread the word, guys, because this is going to break chains of generational poverty, or bring about generational wealth for so many families, including your own. So otherwise, from my side, I'm still going to go out there and spread the word. Please do the same.
Thank you very much, Tabaza. Thank you very much for that. And I'm definitely not going to let you off the hook. You and Rafiwa need to get together and please arrange as much as possible 100 to 200 people that can be at that event, please. Donovan and the team want to come to Cape Town. They want to do a meet and greet. So please, let's make it worth their while. And I want to just suggest, please make it on top of Table Mountain somewhere, because I want to really go and see the mountain. So if you don't tell me that we're going to be on Table Mountain, then I'm not coming. So folks, everyone that is in Cape Town, please just reach out to Rafiwa. But Tabaza, please work with Rafiwa there in that regard. I know you do have a number and a contact. Just let's work together and get that done. Anyone else that's in the Cape Town community as well, please, like I said, reach out to Rafiwa. Let's start getting that team together. We need a sort of an idea in the next 3 days. We need an idea, because remember, Donovan is busy and he's always traveling. So he wants to know whether it is going to happen. So he needs an answer more or less in the next 3 days before he starts planning other things that will then cover that time, and then he won't be able to do it. So let's give him the answer within the next 3 days of exactly more or less how many people are committing to make themselves available, so that we can decide on the date and the venue as well. All right, so let's just work on that together. I know Rafiwa is not on the meeting anymore. She probably jumped off because she had to help people. She always does. People always interrupt her while she's on these meetings. I know that because she is such a top leader that always assists people. As she said earlier on, she just loves helping people. That is just who she is. And I know Mrs. Scott Tabaza is another one. Sunil is another one. I know there's a lot of leaders that are like that. They are there to assist you. So in closing, Sergio, yes, Sergio, you can unmute yourself, Sergio. Sergio?
Yes, Paul. I want to ask something. The thing of the credit card, is it still available to buy or?
Okay. Donovan did say that when he gets back, he will let us know more information. They are working on what he called a fintech solution. There is something that they're working on, and maybe that's why he's staying a week longer, because maybe they're working on something that he can bring back. I can't give a full-on answer yet, but Bankers and Aureus are working on something together. They are going to work on something together, and I do believe that he's also trying to work on a better price for us to get cards at a better price. So the original price that we had, maybe it's not going to even be that anymore. Maybe we're going to get better pricing, or maybe they're going to, I don't know. I can't give a full answer, but when he gets back, he will give us better answer on that. All right. Yes, Robert, I was going to ask you to speak, but now that you're jumping the gun and jumping out the gates with your hand, you may just unmute yourself and give us an answer there. Thank you.
All right, Paul. We're under the assumption at the moment that when he comes back from Mexico and from that side, that he will probably be bringing the batch with him, and then he will obviously communicate with us and let us know when the ordering process can begin, and more information on that. But that is not confirmed yet. So I just thought I'd give a little bit of an update there. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. I know they were working on some really, I won't say sophisticated, because I know nowadays there's so much that can happen with very simple things. But I know I know that they were working on some features that will benefit a lot of us and make it more simpler. Because even Alejandro, in his own words, he says he wants to try and make things as simple as possible for most people, wherever they are in the world, to be able to transact as best as possible. So I do know, for instance, Donovan was in a example, or should I say a test, where he used a South African bank card, a normal South African bank card that generally you might not be able to use overseas unless you've told your bank you're going somewhere and you then ask them to release your money. I know I went to Zimbabwe the other day. I couldn't use my card because I never told the bank I'm going to use it overseas or in another country. However, Donovan went and used his, like me, FNB card, which is a South African bank, First National Bank. He used his card and did a transaction in Mexico on their terminal. So they worked on something where it doesn't matter what bank you're from whatever country, you can transact wherever you are. So that was able to work as a test when they were testing something there. So Donovan was like a guinea pig in that regard. So if that is the case and they are able to do that, imagine what else they could potentially allow us as a community to infiltrate into or integrate into Aureus. So I do believe that bankers might just become our payment processor. They may just become our payment processor going forward. I think that is what they've been talking about and trying to work on. So for all we know, when you get paid as someone from Aureus, we might just find that the money automatically goes into your banker's account. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it is going to happen. I'm just saying we may just get to a point where, it's going to be so simple. I'm just putting it out there. We don't know what's going to happen. So folks, let's just be optimistic.
Can I just add something there, if I may?
Yes, because I'm a bitter coffee, so I need some sugar, please.
Well, I'm having some nice sweet coffee, so I'll be the sweetener for today.
No problem.
When we do eventually get the Aureus cards, okay, we will be able to directly we'll just connect it up with obviously the Aureus account, and it will immediately go into the Aureus app that will try, and then you can just basically take that and say, I want to spend, say, $1,000 today or $500.
The Bankers app. Sorry, you said Aureus app. The Bankers app.
Yeah, well, I think they're going to do something with creating a specific Aureus app. The same.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. They're going to white label it. So they're going to take the Bankers app and they're probably going to white label one for Aureus, where from the Aureus Bankers app you will be able to. Yeah, so I think I know what Robert's saying. Yes. So folks, yes.
And then you'll be able to spend from there.
Yeah, no problem. I hear you there.
It'll be so much easier than all of these other cryptos that we're currently using. Like me, I'm using Binance. It took me 3 days before I actually got my money out.
Yeah, exactly. And that is the beauty of it. So yes, that is it, folks. Whenever we get crypto and then we want to change it to our own currency in our countries, the fiat currency, you first have to get the crypto, then maybe you have to convert it, then you have to convert it into your fiat and then move it to your bank. All of that takes a little bit of the value off, because every time you convert it from one to the other, there's a fee. Then when you convert it to the other, there's a fee. And then when you send it to your bank, there's a fee. So you're always losing. Let's say you earn $50. By the time you end that whole process, all you get out is $30 for the $50. So you almost lose like 50% of it. So folks, we want to try and earn money, but as much as possible, also allow us to get as much of it as value into our lives. So if we can do it with as minimal expenses, should I say, as possible, that is what we want to do. And I know that bankers, I believe the integration that and the what's the word, cooperation that we have with them, that Donovan is working on currently, is going to help that a lot. All right. So yes, we all can't wait for our cards, our bankers card. I mean, our Aureus bankers driven, or should I say, powered cards. So yes. All right, folks. So if there's no one else with a question, sorry.
Yours and my cards are coming.
Well, yeah, we should have company cards because I need to show my
Yeah,
company card off.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
I think it's all the staff. We're all going to get one thing.
Well,
Yeah.
that's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. So, yeah. So, folks, if no one else has a question or a testimony or a comment, then I will say that's tonight's meeting. We've already done about 2 hours and 20 minutes of the meeting. So, I do thank you for everyone that stayed up until now. We're just trying to educate and uplift and empower each other to know what is going on. Remember, at the end of the day, I know even at my age, I'm learning on a daily basis. You know, I thought when I left school, I'm going to stop learning. Hey, only when I left school did I start learning. So I don't know why I wasted like 12 years of school, wasting my time there, but I only started learning the hard lessons when I was in the working world. And then I learned even harder lessons when I became a parent. So, folks, like I said in the beginning, my why is because I do want to spend more time with my family. My why is because I want to make their life better than what my life was. I want to be around them. I don't want to just buy presents. I don't just want to give them something and say, there's a present. I want to give them my presents. I want to be in their life, not just part of their life in the background. I want to be in their life, like in their face. They must get to know me personally, not just, oh, via message. Oh, okay, I'm at work. I'll see you when I get home. And then when I get home, they're sleeping. I don't want that. I know you too, as a parent, don't want that. So today, if you resonate with that and you haven't got into the business, think of what this could become and what it could change in your circumstances. And if you haven't taken the choice right now, do what Sunil said. Right now, you want to jump in while it's $50 because we want to see you at the top where the bottom, because the bottom is overcrowded. So folks, if you want to know how you can make money while you're waiting for dividends as an affiliate and you are eager to make more money and you feel comfortable sharing the business with people, come and hear me on Wednesday night where we will share 3 different ways you can make money, and I might just share 1 or 2 strategies and do a little bit of training on that as well. All right, folks. Adios, muchachos. Enjoy your Monday night, your Tuesday, and we will see you again on Wednesday, 8:30. Same time, same place, same link, all the time. My name, Paul, Global Brand Ambassador and Training Manager for Aureus. I will see you on Wednesday. Thank you.